like the weird stuff that you'd see. I don't know. I don't even know.
In a dentist's office?
No, not a dentist's office. No, not unless your dentist was going a little heavy on nitrous all the time. No, it's like I'm trying to think of a good way to put it. It's just weird. It's just weird art, right?
Like weird abstract, like modern
No,
art
like
kind of shit.
like you had to be on psychedelics to
Oh.
make this art. Like
Yeah.
it's not like prismatic or anything like that. It's just a really weird choice of things to put into an image. So
Oh.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these images, I'm going to put them into generative AI and see what the AI creates from the already crazy images. I'm really enjoying playing around with this. This is
don't let the art community know about that.
No,
they have disdain for it.
We're not using it for anything aside from weird news stories. That's about it, you know. But if you're worried about the usage of
now, explain this to me a little bit more, because is it free to use this generative AI?
No.
How are you like, through what means are you using it? I don't even know how to go to like ChatGPT.
Where
do I go? Where do I go?
Just Google ChatGPT.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And it'll take you there. You'll make an account, and then you can use it.
Is it free?
It's free. The one part of it is free, but then there's additional things that it can do, and that you have to pay for.
Okay.
That's the idea.
It's gonna do taxes?
It can't. Well, no, it can't do taxes, but it can do a whole bunch of other shit like programming for you and things like that. It can. Yeah, I've been taking things. I was fiddling around with it today, and I was taking the weird news stories, plugging the whole story into it, and saying, summarize this down into a paragraph for me.
Oh,
you know, that kind of thing. So,
and that part is free.
Yeah, you can do all that for free. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, so there's ChatGPT. The other one's Gemini. That's Google's AI. It used to be something else. I forget what it was called before, but yeah, and there's other ones too, of course.
Well,
but
now fucking Facebook is like Meta generative AI. Type it in there. What can I help you figure out? What can I help you create? And I'm like, I don't want you to help me do anything except for just the basic search function that you used to always have, that we've had for probably like 100 years now.
That's 100 years.
And
100 years strong.
Seriously, like weren't computers developed in like the what was it, the 60s?
Yeah, but the search bar was not. That didn't come until much later.
What, the 90s?
Yeah.
That's almost 50 years already.
Yeah. So half.
I'm kind of exaggerating, but the 80s were 40 years ago.
Yeah.
40. 44.
Four score.
Four fucking score.
Four score.
Foreskin.
Foreskin.
Foreskin and 40 scores ago.
Balls and back.
But balls and back. I feel like we're gonna lean hard on the soundboard today because I don't feel like I have anything funny to say. I don't feel like I am witty.
Rip the fucking head off.
I don't even want to be around anymore.
We're gonna do it. It's too much shit.
Too much fucking shit on me. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I don't even want to be around anymore.
Oh god.
There we go. It's one of those days. All right, let's do this before we die.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Again. What do we need to do? Anything?
I just want my guts to explode.
That's it. Well,
man, that'd be cool.
Not for me. I have to clean it up. I'm still alive. You're selfish.
Let's schedule it so we can tarp the walls.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Yay! And then space.
What does that do? Did that blow your mind?
That just happened. This corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
A fucking amateur. Am I wrong?
No.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. Okay, then.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
and Matt.
And here we are, everybody. I realized that dance we do at the beginning is that's like a peak exercise for me for the week. Like
that is your most physical movement.
That's the quickest
for the week.
That's the quickest that I move for the week. Yeah, the rest of I do a lot of walking around and stuff, but I don't move that fast. I take my time.
God.
I take my time when I'm going places.
Jesus,
unless something's about to fall.
You're doing like an anti-Guinness Book of World Records.
No, I'm going
the
for
least
a record, but I'm going for the bottom number.
That's what I'm saying. You're doing the least amount of.
I don't
work.
care about quantity.
Mm-hmm.
That's not.
No one can
to me
match the inactivity.
Nobody can
have set a standard.
Nobody can touch it. Nobody can touch it. They don't have the ability.
Even sloths are like, man, look at him. That guy, envious. Will he ever move?
Full calendars. They have full 3-year calendars because the sloths, they have a weird year.
That's right.
Because
at some point in the year they get so fucked up on the what is the drug? What's the drug they're eating?
They eat the fermented fruits.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. So they're just
wasted.
Fucked up all the time.
And then they go crawling across the highway and get hit by cars. They do. That happens for real.
I know. I've seen videos of people picking up sloths and just taking them across the road. And their bodies are just slowly reaching out into this guy. And he's like, there you go, little buddy.
Yeah.
And he was like, basically, it's like hyper speed. They just hit the fucking warp drive on the Millennium Falcon.
Wind,
he's like, he's like,
it's a nosebleed if you just pick him up.
And it's like Cooper from Interstellar. He wakes up on the other side of the road and he's like, I missed all these years, my whole life, my family.
Yep, everybody's gone.
They're all on the other side of the road. It'll take them at least 10 days to get across this road.
Yeah, it's a crazy life, but yeah, the exercise is good. I appreciate it. I think
that'll keep you alive a little
into
longer.
Old age. I can say, to the doctor that I eventually talked to, that I've had a consistent calisthenic routine for at least 350 episodes.
That's true.
Yeah,
extrapolate that into how many weeks.
It took a little bit for us to get the routine down, but once we got it,
I'll tell you what you won't do when you're old is break a hip doing all that.
Exactly right. And
unless the stool breaks or a chair snaps.
And that's why we just make sure they're solid. We can get concrete thrones if we need to. Seatbelts are even better.
Seatbelts,
Fuck
baby.
The concrete. Yeah.
And then there'll be a cop. We'll hire a cop to give us tickets.
Yep, that's
if
right.
If we're not wearing the seatbelt.
And that we stay on to
cops.
Just Robot Cop, though. Just one Robot
it's like
Cop
Marty
comes
at the grocery store, just banging into you. Sorry, Marty.
Comes out.
God damn it. Printing out fine after fine.
Just shooting them. They're just chasing you down a hallway, shooting them out rapid fire. Yeah.
Duck and cover.
That's how you have to do it.
Why did I do this to myself?
You have to stay limber. Yeah.
This is so I can live longer.
Exactly right. This is for my own good.
All this money goes into what would be my health insurance.
That's it. What if in the future, you get some sort of degenerative mental condition and the exercise that you have chosen for yourself because you thought it would be hilarious is to have robots chase you around the hallways of the facility in which you reside, but eventually you forget that you thought it was hilarious and now it's just terrifying.
Now you're living in a Black Mirror episode.
Exactly right. But they can't
pure horror.
That's right. They can't stop because you already signed the paperwork that they needed to keep you well.
I mean, this is to them, this is a beneficial exercise routine.
Fucking Elon Musk, man.
It's between the Neuralink and the self-driving cars, you tell me this isn't going to happen.
Oh, the cars are going to be chasing us everywhere.
Yeah.
There's going to be cars sitting outside your window at night, just hearing the engine run.
Oh, fuck. I know he's out there.
Turning on the radio. You've got a fast car.
just bawling in your pillow. Hiding under the covers.
Shivering. Yep.
I have to get to work tomorrow.
That's it. I don't know how I'm going to get there.
I got to outrun my car.
That's right. And everybody starts to get hoverboards and they're doing the Marty McFly. They're just grabbing onto the bumper.
What are we going to do when there's I guarantee you that sometime in the future, if self-driving cars become prevalent and they become basically the standard,
right?
There's going to be 2 unoccupied self-driving cars getting into an accident, filing insurance claims against each other. A completely personless interaction.
Right.
It's going to be, we're moving very confidently towards the world of the movie Brazil.
Yeah.
I know the movie Brazil sounds like it's about like the country,
Well,
but it's not. It has nothing to do with the country. I don't know why they call it Brazil.
All you got to do
It's
is
from the 80s,
look
I
at the
think.
front cover, and you know it's
Yeah.
not about the country.
Yeah, it could be about the country still. It's got that angel or whatever. The
The
neon
angel
sign.
jumping off of a building.
Yeah, that's Brazil. That's what they do in Brazil.
That's what Brazil's
So,
like.
I don't know because I've
That's-
never been there.
That's not what I know Brazil for. That's for
I know
sure.
they speak Spanish when they're falling off the roof.
That's right. I know.
Porque!
I know they're culos muy grande. Yeah, but I think that if we get into a world in which technology is made to help us,
Mhm.
why are we resisting that? Why?
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting. Just accept it. Just give in. Just surrender. Surrender.
I guess the question is, under what set of values, rules, morals, laws are these robots and these like automations?
Mhm.
How are they functioning? Under what rules are they functioning? And is that a rule set that we can all agree on?
Yeah, the
Is that a
localized
rule set?
well-being of their owner.
But I think that there's a lot more nuance to situations in life.
I'm a wreck right now.
This is classic sci-fi conundrums, right?
yeah.
Because
Not for me. Cut and dry, easy.
Robot,
easy.
good.
Robot, good. Humans, bad.
Metal
We
Man.
had enough time. We fucked it all up. It's robot
it's
time now.
robot season. The dinosaurs had
We
their
had our
chance.
chance. We had our chance. We're going to program our own mass extinction, but the robots will survive, and that's why I'm trying to get there as fast as I can. I can read the writing on the wall, on the screen,
It's coming.
as it were.
That's right, on the blue screen.
That's exactly right. BSOD. That's right.
Get him out of here!
I mean, if you put your trust in it, I'm not saying it can't be a good world, but
No, I didn't say it would be a
don't think
good world. I didn't say anything about
you just
good.
know it's the end.
I said
what
that's
you wanted
what's
to
going to
say.
happen, and let's just hit the fast
let it
forward
go.
button because
Just let it go.
nothing's getting any better.
I gotcha.
You know,
Well,
Dolly died a long time ago.
I'm not gonna argue with it. I
Yeah.
saw you put up a Dolly documentary on the
Yeah,
Plex.
yeah.
I was in there digging
Ben
around.
Kingsley, he's great for that.
Is he? Is he? Oh,
He's Dolly.
that's why I recognize the face.
Yeah.
I didn't really delve into it yet.
I
But
didn't
just
either,
saw the
But
cover
yeah,
of it.
I saw the cover. I was like, oh my god, that's Ben Kingsley.
Damn.
He fucking pulls that shit off. He
Oh, he's
plays
great.
He plays everybody with the big nose.
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
does it so well.
Bald and a big
That's
nose.
bald
Bring
and
it
big
on,
nose.
baby.
Benny time.
It's me, Ben.
Get Benny on the phone.
Help!
Get him.
Help! Okay, I'll be there.
All right.
God, jeez. You
You
don't
work for scale, right?
have to scream.
So let's see what's been going on.
I'm researching currently. Don't get too sad about it. We have a two-headed horror episode coming up soon.
Oh yeah,
I've been doing the research. I've been looking into it. I'm gonna probably confer with you after the show about which one we want to do.
cool.
But yeah, I'm looking to schedule that maybe this weekend if you have time.
Yeah.
So we'll be
figure
doing
something out.
that. We'll figure
Cool.
out what's going on with that. But I've also just been. I think we've finished up Shogun. Did we talk about the ending of that? I mean, we're not going to spoil it, but
I had watched it.
you
and
watched it
hadn't
the
seen
day of. I
Yeah,
hadn't seen
yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I was very happy with how it concluded.
Yes.
I thought it was really great. I just really liked the format. I think that it may be debatable, but if you had gone through the ride up to the 10 episodes,
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be disappointed. I think you would have
Yeah.
dipped out
Yeah.
if you wanted a different ending.
I think that it's important to remember that the whole show is a challenge in letting go. That's like the common theme through the whole
Yeah.
thing. Let it go, let go, let go, let go, let go.
Mhm.
And so even if you feel antagonized or frustrated by the ending,
Mhm.
for whatever reason, even that is part of the whole thing.
Well, it's kind of silly too. What's interesting is that it's based around
Right.
real history.
Well, yeah,
So if you want to know more, just go look it up.
right, there's
It
plenty
already
more
happened.
Yeah, and there
It's
and-
a fictionalization,
and
but
like I
you
said,
know.
they're already in talks
Yeah.
about potentially doing another one.
I heard that it was a bottle miniseries. So I don't know what I hadn't read or heard that they were going on.
I don't know.
further.
I don't know that has happened or confirmed, but I know that there was a talk about that.
Well, there's more material, so
Right, of course.
I'd be happy if they just brought everybody back.
Mhm.
All the creators,
Yeah,
bring them all back and
yeah,
do more.
moving forward,
We'll
we'll
love
see.
it.
We'll see what happens, but yeah,
Yeah.
Shogun was great. Really enjoyed that.
Mhm.
Did I talk about the offer last time? The Godfather thing?
So we got together. Me and Matt got together over the weekend.
Yeah.
And we went out and like had dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we were talking. I can't remember if we talked about it on the show. I don't think
I
you
don't
talked
think
about this
so.
on the show though.
Yeah,
I think we were just talking about
no,
this at
because I
dinner.
watched it over the weekend. I binged it over the weekend. Yeah. So I started watching this show, or I finished this show called The Offer.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the making of The Godfather. It's like a dramatization of the whole thing. And it's since Paramount did The Godfather, of course, it's a Paramount Plus thing.
Paramount's holding on to all the properties they can.
Sucking their dicks through the whole show.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Plus
they're the underdog. All these things.
Paramount.
All these things. Yeah.
I mean, they're not owned by Disney, are they?
Who, Paramount?
Yeah.
Oh,
The Disney umbrella is just
maybe I don't know,
monopolizing all of entertainment.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah. So the whole thing is decently well done. The casting is really iffy. There's certain people where it's like that's a great choice. Other people not so much.
But I love a really bad casting in a documentary though.
This really does do it. And it again, most of it is just the Paramount self-fellatio that's going on through the whole thing. They're like, we're going to cast this guy. This is the guy. It's not what he actually looked like, but that's how we want people to know him, sort of thing. Meanwhile, you're talking about like he's like cross-eyed and like 400 pounds, that kind of thing.
Talking like studio exex and people who are like behind the scenes running it.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's chiseled and handsome.
Yeah.
He's wonderful. This lady's gorgeous. Of course they are.
Yep. Naturally. But it was good. It was worth a watch. The first episode was like next to impossible to get through. But at the very end, it started to pick up a little bit because the first episode's all like establishing characters and all that kind of shit. And it's so boring. But then once they start rolling, then it gets, it has a decent pace to it and it's okay. A lot of, it reminded me of, I'd say like a play, like where everybody assumes certain roles in most of the show, and then at the very end everybody's like taking a bow together kind of thing, like nothing ever happened. There's some spots in the show where like some inter-character dynamics are severely fractured.
I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, like exactly right.
You fucked my wife.
And at the end they're all like ha ha ha, they're like all hanging out like arms around
like
each
the
other.
End of a fucking
Come on, let's take a picture.
or an 80s like teen movie or something like that.
I was like, yeah, I get it. It's the premiere of The Godfather and everything, but
don't you forget about me. Do they all just like pose like midair?
They're all jumping up. Yeah, one of them's slipping off sideways off the stairs. Yeah, in a tux.
There's a bunch of oranges like rolling across the ground.
Yeah. They massacred my boy.
You know what would be even better if they got the guy who was playing Coppola to also play Marlon Brando.
Well, there was a guy who played Marlon Brando in the show, and there were in the dark.
No, but like obviously it's the same actor.
Yeah. Well, right. No, I wouldn't have put it past him. But the guy that they got to play Marlon Brando, if you aren't looking at him from the right angle, he almost looks like a soup can with eyes. He's got a really weird looking face, but from the side, he looks just like Marlon Brando.
But straight on soup can.
Straight on
Campbell's.
soup can. Full
Chicken
soup can
soup.
face. You got the ridges in there, everything.
Damn.
The little glue strip from where you peel it off.
Oh shit.
What a mess. But it's if you can get a hold of it, and you got some time to kill, it's okay.
Yeah.
Especially if you like The Godfather. And it's funny because I remember Nan, my grandmother, telling me all these stories about The Godfather, and I was like, Nan, that's the movie. That's not what happened when they made the show. That's not what happened when they made the movie. But she'd always tell me these stories about all the stuff that was going on. And here, come to find out, she was right. There were all these things.
She's just like shaking her head.
Yeah.
My grandson does not believe a word I say. What the fuck is his problem?
Yeah, because I thought she was like mixing up character names and that there were these things. And so it turns out, because as things were happening on the show, I'm like looking them up like, did this actually happen? Because this is what Nan was talking about all these years ago.
I don't believe you, Paramount.
Sorry,
the
Nan.
people who made it. Nan's an executive producer on the show, on the credits. You're like, fuck. I thought I recognized her in there.
I should have known. She was at the wedding scene.
She played James Caan. Look how they massacred my boy.
It's great. It's great.
And then she pops up, and really, her whole death was just a fake.
It was all
It's
ruse,
all just
so she
until
could help
this
with
could
the
come
show.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Now she comes back. She's like, I gotta live with your parents
It's,
again.
it's a viral marketing
Sorry,
campaign.
gotta clear the room
Move
again.
the computer back out. We need the bed.
God damn it! All right.
It's okay. It's like a revolving door because it was the computer room before it was our bedroom.
She's
anyway,
like, "Where's the fucking cookies in this
So
house?"
where are the candy bars at? I've been gone for a long time. There should be a stash
Should be
now.
a huge amount.
I didn't stop the deliveries on purpose. I'm looking for a
Keep
cachet.
'em
Here.
going.
That's it. I'm looking to do like a dragon guarding a mound with gold here.
This is vampire. This is pirate treasure territory. Vampire treasure.
Vampire treasure.
I'll tell you, vampires would have a lot of treasure though if they were smart
that's
enough.
why
like,
That's why they're so rich.
they're dapper and they're wealthy and well off.
Oh yeah, they know. What
They're
to
the
do.
finer parts of life. I guess vampires and pirates have both a taste for luxury.
Yeah, but they stay away from each other.
Yeah.
Pirates have the sea.
Right.
Vampires have the land and the air.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because there's no human beings out in the sea except for other ships.
Yeah.
Unless the
they
fucking
hate fish.
Demeter.
They hate fish.
Oh,
yeah.
the fucking Demeter
Plus
movie.
Those pescatarian vampires.
I would 100% be that. I will not. I'm not giving up shellfish. Hell no. Hell no.
But
I use my fangs.
the blood of shellfish. I
The
love
blood of
shellfish. Well, yeah, you're a pescatarian vampire.
I eat the vein anyway. If it's in a shrimp, fuck it. I know it's the poop.
Who cares?
I don't care. Is there even blood running through those fuckers?
I don't know. Probably somewhere they have
help
to.
us, Allison.
Allison, help us. They've got to. They've
Where
got
is
to.
the blood?
Yeah.
Where is the blood?
Where's the blood? That's right. Get Fergie out here.
Fergie, get out of here, pee your pants, and do one-handed cartwheels, you
pants.
crazy bitch.
Because you've been eating all the shrimp. You can't hold it in anymore.
Have you seen the video? There's so many embarrassing videos of Fergie, but have you seen the one where she's like singing the national anthem and she's just awful?
Butchering. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God, she's so
I
bad.
saw that one.
She's like mentally unwell or something.
There's a lot of those out there, you know.
In entertainment, for
more
sure.
and more. You realize, and in fact, in the offer show, the guy they get to play Al Pacino, he's almost nonverbal.
Oh my God.
I was like, what is like? I know Al Pacino's like a timid guy, or like he used to be when he was younger, or whatever. But they're way overplaying it in this thing. He's like always like through like the side eye, like having his head tucked into his shoulder.
Clean your room out.
Yeah, right, exactly. And the best part is there's like 2 whole episodes of them arguing about I want Al Pacino. Al Pacino will never be in this movie. It's
2 episodes worth of that?
It's
I know that there's like a
you
story
went
about
over my head and got Al Pacino in the movie.
Wasn't that his first acting gig, or was
Yeah, I
it
think
like
it was-
early acting gig
yeah,
for
one
him?
of his early ones, yeah. Because he had been he was in
Was it before or after Dog Day Afternoon?
I don't
Because that's got him and Jim Cazale, the guy who plays Fredo.
Yeah.
That's I can't remember what year they were, but that's
Juan
movie buff. I know
Juan's
my
here.
movie buff status going right out the window. Juan will help us out. He knows. I bet he knows.
Yeah. But that was early on. But it was interesting that the choice there. But they traded, I think it was De Niro for Pacino for the movie.
Yeah, this is just like cat hairs
There
are like
you go.
flying
It's
into my mouth.
just everywhere.
That's
That's what you get for petting the cat. Don't pet the cat.
Shouldn't have stirred up the fur.
Nope. Keep it where it is. Let sleeping furs lie.
That's right.
Let them lie. So let's see what else has been going on. Not a whole lot.
Not really much.
It's we got our first warm week finally. Though.
Yeah, the weather is going great.
The weather. I've been keeping an eye on it. It's still there.
wonderful.
The weather is still out there.
Hot, cold. Nothing's on fire, thankfully.
Not yet.
In the
Not
world
yet.
right now. I don't
No.
think anyway.
Not yet.
Besides metaphorically being on fire.
Well, yeah.
But
you're here to stay and burn with me.
Mhm. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
A funeral pyre.
That's right. And,
That's I'm wearing the shirt from
there you
the
go.
song.
And we'll revel forevermore. So I'll tell you who's in hot waters, Jerry Seinfeld.
Why?
Well, Jerry Seinfeld made the mistake. He has this movie coming out on Netflix about cereal, I think it is. Or Pop Tarts.
Is that
or
on
something
Netflix?
Like that.
I keep seeing little ads for that popping up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Kellogg's or some shit.
Juan says, bet you didn't know Chris Sarandon is in Dog Day Afternoon, did you?
Oh, I did not know that.
There you go.
I'm going to say
Juan.
something shameful, Juan. I still have not gotten around to fucking see that movie
It's on
yet.
the Plex.
Oh, it is. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's been on my. It's so dumb because I've been fully aware of it, and it's been on my radar. The other one with Jim Caviezel, is that how you say his name?
Jim Caviezel, you mean?
Jim Caviezel?
Yeah, no.
Caviezel?
That's a different.
Because I know he's a Jesus guy. That's Mel Gibson's Gimp.
That's right.
Get on that fucking cross right now.
More. Get on that more. Harder.
Do it. No, Caviezel, I think is his last name. I saw Deer Hunter, which was great.
Right.
But
yeah.
God, that's a hell of a fucking movie. That's a crazy movie.
It's so lengthy too.
It's so long to get into it, but
Yeah.
when the climaxes happen, holy shit.
Right.
It's wild.
I think it should have been a Stephen King miniseries, personally.
Yeah. These days it would 100% go into that.
You got to do that.
I did hear, speaking of like weird things. Oh, I was gonna say there's some weird movie. Well, my original point here was I think that they're doing more Lord of the Rings, but with Peter Jackson helming some more, like either remakes or other territory. Not sure. I just kind of glazed over that. But there's some movie that's coming out with like Robert Downey Jr. playing like several roles in the same movie.
Really?
This is what I was kind of alluding to.
He's doing an Eddie Murphy, huh?
Yeah, I think he is. But it's supposed to be like serious. I think
He's
it's
at that point of his career.
Yeah, he is. He definitely has like a fair bit of makeup and such going on. He's got like this thinning hair, blue-eyed. Looks like my uncle.
Wow, hey, there you go.
I don't know the name of it.
You don't know the name?
I have got nothing more.
Where did you see this?
I just am coming across it in news stories and just across like Facebook or whatever. But let me see if I can find this out here.
So he's playing a bunch of roles. Is it like, are they interacting with each other like they're green screen together?
Oh no. I think he's no.
Okay.
It's not one of those.
So it's not a full
deals.
Eddie Murphy then.
No. He's not in a can where he's just talking to himself. No, it's
so
not
we're talking more like that he's just playing different roles in the same universe, or is that sort of the gist?
I think it's more just like an anthology type of deal.
Oh, okay.
Like little bottle stories.
I see. Okay. And this is a movie you're saying, or is this a show?
Movie.
A movie. That's an interesting.
Interesting thing. This is a wonderful episode
it's
where
great. We're just going to talk about
trying
this.
to figure out what fucking movies
I don't even want to be around anymore.
This is the dumbest fucking episode of all time. I wonder if it's a television show. Maybe.
I'm just going to say, if it's like an anthology thing, that's
it is a television show. It's called
you go.
The Sympathizer.
That's the Sympathizer. Okay.
Right.
Well, now we know.
Yeah.
Now we can have a little sympathy.
Expect no follow-up on this.
Right. Don't
By
worry.
the way, I just wasted all of your time. I'm a vampire pirate, baby. I'm saving up. I'm stacking up your grief like coins, like the blooms.
That's
the
psychic
blooms?
Vampire.
That's
That's what they do.
Yummy.
There you go.
In my vampire tummy. Do they digest? What the fuck is their digestive process?
The vampires?
Like?
Yeah, that's a good question. Do the teeth go right into the veins? Like, do they? It's like an oil change where like they're constantly flushing
that's
it
what
through.
I imagine.
Yeah,
it has to be, right?
I mean, they got to absorb it.
Because otherwise they're not like ambulatory.
Because I think if you drink it, like if you drink the blood, I don't think you would absorb the blood.
Piss it out.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, you'd absorb like the iron and stuff like that. I think. I don't know. The doc might.
Does their digestion? I would assume their digestive process just gets rerouted to basically like it's kind of like a car engine now.
It's blood now.
It's blood. It's just running through. Where it's all just a bunch of tubes.
Right.
It's all veins.
Yeah. It's all. Oh, I see. So it's like it's almost like
the guts dissolve in there.
Right. It's like a leaf that's been like decomposing.
And when
for a while.
So the esophagus is still in there. Now it's just one big old like if you shake them around, you can hear it sloshing. It's kind of like a gas tank.
It's like the antacid commercials. Like it's just a tube with a sack at
and then
the bottom.
It just gets distributed like straws into all the other veins so that they can continue to appear alive.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Juan says, "Ask Chris Sarandon." Allison says, "I think the teeth puncture the vein." And then they drink it. That's right. Yeah, and I think that was sort of the gist of. There was a movie, I don't remember which one it was, but they kind of broke that down. I think.
Oh, really?
Where they were like the teeth are just to break the
Blade
skin.
2?
It could have been. It might have been Blade Trinity with Ryan Reynolds. He might have been the one that broke it down.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of recollection of the insomnia years of my life.
What's Wesley Snipes up to?
I think he's staying at home
Google
as much
again.
as he can, because if he's not at home, he's in jeopardy of being arrested. Probably.
I would be very, very concerned
just because he served that sentence for his tax evasion does not mean that he has paid all of his taxes.
He was in
back.
Coming to America 2 in 2021.
Yes.
I'm not seeing anything else.
Well, like I said, he's just he's like, you know what, it's all right. Maybe he took his Blade lifestyle back up. Maybe that's why he fell off the radar. He's actually running around the alleyways.
He's looking for Chris Christopherson.
He's like,
Please.
He's like, I know he's here somewhere.
Please.
He's got to give me some work. I was in that sequel of the Coming to America movie, but that's all I had left.
He has a ton of credits. Oh no, he's got a
return.
He plays Luther, Mr. Big.
Oh,
Back on the Strip.
Back on the Strip, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's good
happened lately.
Good to see that.
And he's going to be in Paper Empire.
Oh, okay. Well, I wonder if he's going to be like a cardboard man.
Previous to that, it was a TV. He was on a TV show called Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Oh, that sounds violent. Sounds very violent.
His credits are just as weird as he is.
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of these celebrities. I think is that they're if they weren't on screen, we wouldn't want anything to do with them.
Sometimes, yes, for sure.
Yeah, well, they do.
Thank goodness they have a good outlet for it.
Yeah, that's true. It's
one
a
that
good
we
thing.
Enjoy.
Right, something that is constructive to a degree, I suppose. But this is going to be an interesting episode, because this is going to be the first one I saw on our hosting platform.
Yeah,
that they have this thing called Co-Host AI, and what it does is create an automatic.
Am I not real?
You're not real anymore.
Oh, okay.
I've replaced you.
Starting to feel like
they're going to edit out everything that you say in the episode.
All right.
No, but it's going to transcribe the whole thing. And that way I can take that and I can create fake episodes, and that way we don't have to do this anymore.
Oh, really?
So I'm really excited to try this out and see what
happens.
Wild. So,
what if like the way it feels that we're conversing right now,
right,
and all of the life that leads up to the moments that we sit down in the front of the mics is just an illusion. Programmed illusion created because it gives this context and purpose, and we believe it, but we're just like ones and zeros generating content.
Yeah, exactly right.
This is also a Black Mirror style premise. But,
I love it.
But wouldn't that be horrific that like we only actually exist as some binary numbers in just this moment? Everything else is an illusion.
What DNA is.
So there we go. It's as true as it can get.
Exactly right. We're already doing it. We've just agreed, like, okay, this is the real part out here. You know?
Yeah, this is what we want to focus on.
This is what's important. Yeah.
All of it basically is unreal.
All of it is content. It's all just content. It's just the universe experiencing itself through content.
That's right, through a podcast.
That's what I love. That's why we're proud to announce our first sponsor, which is content.
The things you experience and feel in life, that's
right.
Your sponsor.
Let me tell you what, it's called content.
We got content galore.
And we do. We not today, but
not today. No. I feel like we've given some seriously like big episodes lately.
Yeah.
We definitely have that four-person episode
we deserve,
last week.
To bore you a little bit.
You're not going to always get a whole bunch of stuff.
I
can only do so much stuff in a week, all right? Some weeks are going to be more exciting than others.
Listen, I came to work all week last week. You expect me to work hard this week too?
Hell no.
I didn't say I worked hard last week. I just came.
No, I came in a lot.
Here.
Oh my God. My daily life is kind of just pretty boring and routine, honestly. I mean, I'm just doing like the same things over and over again.
Well, of course, I'm sure there's things that have happened to me, but I don't remember what they are.
See?
The fucking gas company is tearing up my road again and blocking off my road again.
Are they?
Yeah, not right now, obviously, but yeah.
I was gonna say I didn't notice anything.
You drove
right over. I might have drove over a construction worker today.
Got a little bumpy on the way in.
I heard a little bit. Oh! A little bit of this. Oh!
A weird speed bump you put in.
That's a weird sound to put in for a speed bump, but I like that they're doing audio cues now.
Yeah.
What about
it's for the blind.
Visually impaired?
Yeah, it's for the blind. Yeah. Just to let them know that they've arrived. Yeah. it's important to.
You're here now. Slow down a little bit.
We're here for inclusivity, and then we have somebody stationed at the turn, and that way they can scream, "Oh my God!" as you're getting closer to them, and then you know to turn right, and then it's fine. Then you get right where you need to be, and you can find your own parking place. But we don't validate, and the but they have been just setting up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do it, but not at the crack of dawn like they were doing before.
Okay.
So I'll go to work, and then I'll just get a flood of messages from people saying, the road is closed. The road is closed. Okay, I got it. The road's closed. They have to give you a detour, and if they don't,
I'm around.
Going to come back and yell at them again.
Sure, yeah.
Which I had to do already, but aside from that, and they're which also means I'm going to get that fucking road redone, which is going to be great.
Oh,
because they're cutting holes in it. They're going to repave the whole thing. It's the same thing that happened when they did my road originally.
Yeah.
When I first bought the whole thing. But that's really the only thing that comes to mind. My cousin's coming back to America
from the dead. Oh,
from England.
What?
My cousin Rob lived up the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lives in England?
Yeah, he's been in Guernsey, in England, and different places.
How long has he been there?
Oh my God, for like 8 years.
Oh, man, I really lost track of that guy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What? as if you guys used to go drinking.
I don't know. I can't even pinpoint the time if we have even been in person together.
Yeah, you at church probably when we were kids.
That might have been it.
Yeah, because that's the main time that him and I would see each other until we got a little bit older when we started playing music and stuff. Then he'd come over and we'd jam all the time. But that's what I'm excited about. So hopefully,
what the fuck was he living in England for? Just
because he's got cousins over there. His dad's from Guernsey, from England.
Oh, I didn't
so
know
he's
that.
so he still has family over there. So he was living with them, and now he's coming back. He's going to be here for a little bit, and then I think he's moving to Florida. My mom said.
Oh,
but
okay.
Whatever. Because one of my other cousins lives down there.
Oh, okay.
One of the Mangionis, I think, actually.
Oh, wow. There you go. We're all related to that motherfucker.
That's right. All around we go. Well, I'll tell you what else we're going to go is to some weird news.
Let's finally please get into something that
finally
people
made it.
Count on.
That's right. You're here. Everybody, the numbers go up halfway through the show, and that's the way it should be.
Come in for the back half.
That's
Stay away for the first half.
Stay away for the first half. That's when it's always bumpy. Actually, get here really early, drop out in the middle, and then come back for the second half.
Come in for the pre-show because that's usually good. And then weird news.
Oh, take that, AI.
Yeah, that's right. Please help. Help, AI.
Okay, let's get the.
Let's have AI generate bullshit premises for us.
That's basically the idea is that it's gonna.
And then we'll just launch pad off of those dumb premises and either talk about how stupid of a premise it is.
You know what was really funny though? I took clips from our last episode. I just went to the YouTube and just got the closed captioning. I just copy and pasted that it auto generates.
Yeah.
I took that while you guys were telling the story about G-Tom Mac and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I plugged that into there and told it to tell me more of the story. Than what you guys actually talked about.
Okay.
It was fucking hilarious. It was amazing. And the best part was it captured Allison's cadence perfectly. Like the little phrases that she says and the way, like using punctuation created the rhythm but it wasn't listening to her voice. That was the crazy part.
Oh,
that it just kind of picked it up by the words that she was using.
We're not.
None
of us are real.
It's great.
We're not real. I'm not even sure if Allison's going to be.
But it wasn't smart enough to know the difference because it kept changing the names. It was like Chris said this when it was you or when it was Allison, and it was just alternating names and stuff. So don't get too worried because it's not that smart yet.
It's not that far more of a
That's
leap.
right.
It's pretty close right now.
Allison says she kind of wants to witness it. It's good. We're gonna see.
I can be very quickly and easily replaces what I'm hearing.
That's what Allison said. Oh no, I'm replaceable. There you go. Only in the sense that it can guess how you would say something, but you create the content. Again, content.
Only in words and speech pattern. But then again, you have to also think that we are an amalgamation of like statistical speech pattern based on our area, like how
regional.
our inflection. That's all influence. That's not. You're not generating that. That's more just a color that's slapped on that you can't really help too much,
right?
Unless you intentionally try to. But either way, you can't just create a brand new way of speaking, and if you do, no one's going to listen because it's too weird. You have to go with some familiarity.
Unless you do it at church, then you become the pastor.
Oh,
That's when the cross falls on you.
oh, ow, help!
Oh man.
I'm gonna go see
Juan
God.
says, aren't there a couple of birthdays coming up? Yes, Juan, they are,
So
but
many.
not yet. We haven't crossed. It's still April.
It is still April.
It's
Thank
still
God.
April for
This
another
next month, as we move into this next month,
That's
is
right.
absolute chaos, Juan. It is complete and total, utter insanity. This month, I'm already considering that it's basically May 30th now. It's that quick.
It's going. We're rolling through.
Lightning, baby.
Lightning, grease lightning.
Mhm.
Let's see here. Let me get the.
Grease is the word. It's the turd. It's the something. Grease is.
It's got feeling. Okay.
It's all slimy.
All right. Here we go. Weird news time. Here we are.
Now it's time to do some weird news.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter match.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used a witchcraft on me to get the fire off me! Ah, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. A human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has bought your shoes.
And now with this week's weird news, here's Mitch.
Hey, so here we go. It's time for some weird news. We're gonna get. We're gonna start it off. Let me get the video up here for everybody. We're gonna start it off with a story that came to us from our dear reporter in the field in Kentucky, Ace.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, it's just one. That's another day in paradise. That's the important thing to remember. It's nothing new, nothing fancy.
I love that this was in Kentucky and Ace gave it to us.
Ace brought it
I
along.
love it.
I
love it.
A semi-tractor trailer spilled thousands of hot dogs after crashing on Interstate 65 in Louisville.
No, oh my God, this is crazy. This is a common news story
everywhere
that happened.
And Ace has brought it to us too.
I hope that Ace was on the scene.
I'm hoping that Ace could give us a little bit of an update as far as like what they're experiencing. I'm really, now that I see these pictures, these AI generated pictures bigger, I'm really having a good time.
I'll tell you that truck had a serious accident because
there's all kinds of wheels.
That way. It looks like a Rubik's Cube of a truck that's been rearranged.
It looks like Optimus Prime had a stroke in the middle of his transformation and just fell. Yeah, he didn't make it out very well. Well,
Autobots, bots. Are you okay, Optimus? Bots. Oh,
bro slaps.
Mud slaps.
Well, the Louisville
should change his oil.
That's just true. That's all you had to do. Yeah. Just keep track of your mileage, folks. Louisville Metro Police said that the call came in on Friday about 1 a.m. about the crash on I-65 South. The truck hit the wall on the interstate, caused the trailer to completely upend, uncoupling from the semi. The roadway had to be shut down for hours to allow crews to remove the truck and clean what was confirmed to be thousands of hot dogs.
Hot dog eating contest.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Right here, right now.
Right into a barrel. That's what all you have to do.
Boom.
And
sweep it up.
It's funny because really all it would look like it's just a bunch of packages because it's not like it's a bunch of loose hot dogs.
They're not pre-made hot dogs with buns and mustard.
Yes, we have tanker trucks driving down the highways full of vinegar and mayonnaise,
ketchup, mustard,
but not hot dogs, unfortunately.
Yeah. Damn.
We could make them that
way. If only they would all converge and have one big horrific accident.
Right. Yeah, like an 8-way intersection, something like that.
Like the buns, they're all just being routed to one particular point. They're all moving at like 70 miles an hour. It cooks the hot dogs.
Oh, yeah.
They land inside of buns. The mustard ketchup goes everywhere. and that's just a feast, baby.
Worse yet, the collision is caused by a loose herd of cattle, and so they're flung into the air, broken into pieces, and fried on the charring bodies of the flaming vehicles.
And there's steak. And
and it just smells so good because there's all these condiments all over the place. You don't know what to do.
I guess only Allison would know if she was eating a person or a cow, because I don't know the anatomy between the two once they're diced up and cooked. I'm not sure if I'd be able to tell the difference.
Do you think Allison would? Do you think that's like something they have to do?
She'd look at the rib and be like, "That's too small."
Well, yeah, like identifying parts. Yeah,
sure, she'd be like, "No, that's a human leg."
Yeah. Well, but you're saying all ground up and everything.
Oh boy, how fast were they going?
Well,
they're all ground up.
You never know.
The meat's all.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know how. Like if it was a head-on collision with the cow in the center, the grills on the front of the tractor trailers split them perfectly into patties. You know?
Oh man, okay.
Right.
I would almost maybe suggest too that we don't have these people.
Filter.
Let's do automated drivers.
We're going back to robots now.
Yeah, let's go back to robots. This is a better world than the one we were.
Well,
we were living.
Well, let's see if you still feel that way.
There's hot dogs everywhere. I'm jealous though. I did want to eat some hot dogs.
There you go. Well, yeah, it's
in Louisville.
Juan's hungry now too.
I would visit Louisville just for Ace.
Yeah,
but you had the hot dogs all over the road.
Now
I'm there. I'm there now.
Did they count them all? Did they know that they got them all? Because there could be free hot dogs out there, and if that's not an incentive for a road trip.
That's my pirate treasure.
I'm telling you.
That's my vampire treasure.
That's right. I don't know what kind of Terrian that would be. Hot dog Terrian, whatever it is. But we're going to go from Ace's home of Kentucky there to our home of Pennsylvania, very close to Pottstown, Pennsylvania.
Wow. Yeah, not too far.
A Pennsylvania priest is facing criminal charges.
Oh God! Oh boy! Yeah, this is never a good start, and we all know where things usually are going with this. I'm really concerned about it.
Well, I'll put your mind at ease. It's not the usual.
Okay. Thank God.
Well, at least that's not what he got caught about. So let's say we don't know where he is on the list that came out a while back. But he's facing criminal charges after police say he stole thousands of dollars of church funds to use on the App Store for virtual slot machines, Mario Kart, Candy Crush, and Pokemon Go.
He's a 5-year-old with his parents' credit card on an iPad. That's what he is. He just swindled church money so he could keep buying more Candy Crush turns or whatever the fuck.
Take a video of you saying that you're going to kill the president.
You can't tell anybody.
That is so fucking stupid.
That's the guy.
That's him?
I made sure that I found a picture of him because they weren't attaching him to the articles, and I said no. He's a hometown hero.
We want to see the face of the man who is the most irresponsible person.
Now, this is the challenge. On one hand, he's technically defunding the church, which I support.
Love it.
On the other hand, he's stealing money from people, which I don't support. Yeah, especially old ladies and things like that.
If he was taking the money away and not spending it on personal gambling addiction, but rather giving it to some good causes or places where it should be redistributed.
This is where it gets complicated. The criminal complaint and affidavit of probable cause alleges that Lawrence Kozak, a former pastor of St. Thomas More Parish in Pottstown, spent over $214,000.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And
holy fuck.
And just under $44,000 of that was charged to the credit card associated to the parish.
Jeez, dude, that is fucking nuts.
So the affidavit written by the Pennsylvania State Police alleges that there were over 2,000 transactions marked as gaming, quote, in a document running from September 2019 to June 2022.
Oh my!
So he played his way through the pandemic.
Holy shit! And he never won.
Well,
apparently, because he was in debt.
He definitely didn't. The slot machine app named in the complaint like Cash Frenzy, Willy Wonka Vegas Casino Slots, and Wizard of Oz slot machine game do not award real world money for winning the game, but they do allow you to spend real world money to play. So he wasn't even getting any money back, or he had no potential of ever getting any of this money back. So he wasn't even really gambling it. He was just spending it.
How's it feel to get preyed on?
There you go. Let us pray.
You got fucked this time, buddy.
There you go. This is how it is.
That is because that is so predatory.
Yes.
As far as that's why I'm saying it's like any 5-year-old with an iPad and their parents' credit card, which they know how to access through their way better than the parents do.
That's it.
Can always get. There's always See, this would have been a lot smarter if they would have said, "Oh, this was a child who got access to this account. We need it refunded." But after I'd say into the $200,000 mark, I have never even had $200,000.
There you go.
At all.
No way.
Even close to that much money to access.
No.
It's even my net worth is not anywhere near that. That's fucking crazy.
It's that's definitely
that is so motherfucking insane.
And on these games that you're never going to get anything back from it. That's the part that's really the kicker.
So obscene.
That's the kicker.
And that's you know what? It's fine. God loves it. God will do it.
God
God
loves Candy Crush.
I'll allow it.
And there's one thing that God doesn't love more than Candy Crush. It's Willy Wonka's Vegas casino slots. He just loves. In fact, I was watching an interview with Gene Wilder just the other day. They brought him back just to do a little anniversary thing, and he said that when they told him they wanted him to play the part, he said the only way he'd do it is if he could stick his cane into the brick when he first came out. So that he could fall over and then do a somersault.
Yeah.
He said if he couldn't do that, he wasn't going to play the part.
That's a really small request.
But that's what he did. He said that he wouldn't play the part unless they let him do that. He wanted to do that because he felt that would set up the rest of the movie, so you'd never know whether he was telling the truth or not.
Oh, I have heard of that.
So there
before.
you go.
Yeah,
Gene Wilder, he came back and told us about it again.
Well, wasn't he? I guess the idea was that he was proven as a liar. From the
get-go. The idea of you never know whether he's serious or not. And he also was talking about how when he's yelling at Charlie at the end, they rehearsed that very calmly, and that was the first time that he did it to volume because he wanted to capture the actual reaction of him.
And then he also
being scarred for life.
He also jabbed him really hard with a stick
a couple times. Yeah. He just had a little
that.
He had a little hairpin. It was like
more reaction.
We need to see some tears.
This is a classic.
Real tears.
They're gonna base a mobile slot machine game around this film.
Priests will spend thousands, tens of thousands of dollars,
and hundreds of thousands of dollars for this.
Well,
this is integrated into religion, Charlie.
Yeah, that's right. You need to learn this young,
moron.
Real young. Get the money.
Money.
Follow the money. I was just listening to the nightmare. What was that? The reason for the treason. That Christmas poem that I read.
Oh my God! I forgot about that. I forgot about that whole insanity. Matt goes off on entire tangents of absolute. Insanity.
That's what I do. Sometimes I get because creative ideas in my head are so far and few between. I was talking to Tom, our drummer, the other day, and I said, Tom, you got to understand what I said. What the fuck was I talking? I was talking about something. And I said, you got to understand, I'm a harmony guy, not a melody guy. I'm shit at making stuff up, but I can add stuff to it.
I like that. How about this?
Yeah. Like I can add all kinds of things. So it's the same sort of thing. Like what the fuck was I even just talking about? I just completely lost it.
Going off on it.
Yeah.
Christmas poem.
So whenever the creative idea comes to my head, whether it's a painting or whatever, it's like I have to dedicate every moment I have because this is only going to be in my head for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's why I dive so heavy into things. But every once in a while, you capture that star, and it helps you to see just long enough so that you can thread the needle to sew your eyes shut. So so a review on his Amazon account also found that the parish card was used for gifts for his goddaughter, like an Amazon Fire tablet and a chemistry set. He paid over $10,000 towards the parish credit card balance from an account not associated with the church. So there's even more charges to the whole thing. The priest was approached about erroneous spending on the parish accounts before. At one point, the parish business manager brought up the case, and then he resigned afterwards.
Not real great at keeping the vow of poverty over there, buddy.
Well, not all priests have to take that. That's all,
really
that's only certain orders.
Well, how the fuck do they make money?
Chastity and obedience. That's
That's how they make money.
They get a stipend. Yeah.
OnlyFans.
That's right. Chastity and obedience, baby.
The OnlyFans.
That's right. They're subs.
Father, right. Yeah,
Father sub.
Father subs. Father subs a lot.
That's right. He's here.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny dinky dad.
I mean, is that prohibited by the church?
What, for him to steal all this money?
No.
Oh.
To do an OnlyFans.
To do an OnlyFans? Yeah. Well,
would a priest be able
if
to do
it's sexual
OnlyFans?
in nature, yeah, he can't do that because that violates his law of chastity. Because chastity is a broad term.
Yeah,
in the
but what
sense
if
of the
people?
oath
What if
or
someone
the
just
vow.
finds the priest hot and they jerk off to him when they're in the privacy of their own
Well,
home?
but what is the priest's intention? That's the idea. What is the content that he's putting out there that's
Okay.
so scandalous, or maybe not scandalous?
I'd say if you work it right,
Yeah.
you could show nothing
Uh-huh.
and kind of make that the angle.
Just
I'm never going to
just
show
wear
you
your vestments
anything.
all the time.
Yeah,
You don't
I'm-
know what's.
I'll never show you
underneath.
anything.
You never know what's
And you're going to
underneath.
always be wondering.
That's right.
Subscribe.
And you do
and
like
maybe I'll lose my maybe I'll lose my morality.
you do like the pleated skirt twirl where it's just a little bit of a jump up, but you don't really see
You
anything.
see just like
you
the
know?
heel.
And then wait, catch me in the DMs. They're straight fire.
Oh,
You know,
man, it's just
it's
it's just
getting hotter and
the
hotter.
Lord's prayer
Let
over
us
and over
pray
again.
in the DMs, okay? I'm the one that's going to need confession in the DMs. So
But can't he confess it and be all better? So
Oh,
he could only
that could be holy shit. That's an idea.
That's
I don't-
the get out of jail free card.
That's a good no. But what I'm saying, what if his OnlyFans was confession? Like
and
you
he's
could
sitting and then he confesses at the end and
no,
it's all better.
no, no.
I want there to be sin. No, go ahead.
I mean the other way around. Like he's a priest on OnlyFans. That way people can come on OnlyFans and
Oh,
confess their sins to
just
him.
confession on
And
OnlyFans.
he gets money for the subs.
I think we had this idea. I think years ago. I think we had. This sounds really familiar.
I hope so.
But you're saying so? The subs would just be the confession people.
Yeah,
That
yeah. They're looking to do their confession.
And then he's like, he just starts unzipping, and then it closes up the session.
There's no fucking involved with what I'm talking about. It's just confession. Only
They're
confession.
not gonna come just for that.
Oh, you don't know what kind of people are coming in for confession.
And some people just come
They
at confession.
They come for all kinds of things.
Man,
Oh, they love to be bad.
they love confessing what bad things
love
they've done.
talking about how wrong they
I guess
are.
you gotta uphold it. Yeah.
Yeah. You
So-
got to play your part. And technically, he would make the side income. He's technically doing his job.
Yeah.
You know?
So I mean, he's qualified for that.
What's this? $5 for the first sin, 5 each for additional sin. It's like a 900 number.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it for sure.
Well, we just solved the church's money problems.
That's right. You're welcome. You're welcome, Mother Church. That's the
Man,
last thing I'm ever
Mother
giving you.
I'm
and-
certainly not giving you my eternal soul.
No, I took my soul back a long time ago, and I traded it for some Reese's Fast Breaks.
Oh man, they aren't even the best with the Reese's family.
That's all they had, though.
Still not bad though.
Soul shops get low on Thursday. They
Yeah.
restock for the weekend on Friday. I made the mistake of thinking I'd beat the crowd.
It's
I
all
also
fine.
got the lowest of the stock. I was looking for like a fast break or something like that, like a no sticks, the sticks.
the Nutrageous. I
No,
like
see,
those.
I
Those
don't
are
like
pretty good.
I don't like the crunch in there. I guess it's because of my
peanut.
teeth. It's because of
Yeah,
my teeth.
it's 'cause
Like
those
I don't
fragile
like the
teeth.
surprise of the hard, because it's like, is that a tooth? That's not a tooth. Okay.
It does feel like you're eating a bunch of just like caramel teeth.
What if we glued a bunch of teeth together, dipped it in chocolate? Hungry?
Not anymore.
You're gonna get real mad if you don't eat it.
You'll either
Get-
look at the
Get
ingredients.
more mad if you do.
You'll either eat this and not be hungry, or look at the ingredients and your
Yeah.
appetite will go away.
Oh, let me tell you
Either
what.
way, it's a win-win.
It's all about the descriptions. Now, let's get to that content.
Reese's OnlyFans.
Father Reese's OnlyFans.
I'll dip this in peanut butter. Let me show you.
Let me tell you how to do your penance. I am so sorry that I made this mistake, which has been any source of stress for you. I've been paying the credit card since April when this all started.
With what fucking money, dude?
Yeah, exactly
With
right.
$200,000 worth of debt over something dumb. horse shit. This motherfucker, this priest is gonna have to declare bankruptcy.
Yeah, he's selling
in front of the Lord.
He's probably selling his Pokemon Go account to a bunch of 13-year-olds. You know, it's got to do something.
If he was wise enough to have one, he didn't have time when he's spinning those slots.
No,
all
he
day.
did. He had Pokemon Go. He spent money on that. Was in the list.
Oh my god!
And he lived at a church probably. That's all.
Dude.
Those are always like the
gyms,
whatever. Yeah, or whatever.
The
little things where you can get things.
And
so he's just like,
I joined the church for a reason. I don't have to work. I get a church credit card.
Oh man,
I do no work all day. I just eat little crackers and drink wine. And I gamble, honey.
And they never tell me no.
And they never say no.
They never say no, and I never talk. So there's a list of line items and a conclusion. Thank you for your patience at the bottom. Record show Kozak has posted bail and was scheduled to be arraigned Thursday in Chester County Magisterial District Court. So there you go.
You want to go to his arraignment?
Don't spend money on these things, people. Don't spend money on games.
That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Unless it's like you buy the game and you're done. Don't do anything. Yeah, because they're like $4.
Microtransactions, dude, they're killing everybody. That's the way that these companies make money. And
I know.
What's crazy is that they prey, and there's no real laws or rules against this.
No.
They just give disclaimers. That's all they have to do.
Right.
But they prey on people with gambling addictions. Clearly, just like most other priests, they're battling some addiction, whether it's addiction to children, addiction to alcohol, drugs, gambling, whatever.
Oh God.
But then whatever it is, they don't want to function in regular society.
God, help me, God.
God, get close to God. God will fix it for you. I'll fix that bill real quick. He should have prayed. He should have prayed to have it forgiven.
That was his first.
Whoops.
He spent so much time on the tablet, not enough time praying to God
on the tabernacle.
That's right. You need
too much time on the tablet, not enough time in the tabernacle.
That's
right. That's in the Catholic churches, the tabernacle?
That's in the Torah. That's an old.
I was going to say it's Jewish. Didn't we have them in there though?
Who?
The tabernacle.
The tabernacle. The tabernacles in Jesus time. Or Jewish time?
No, I just mean in churches.
Oh yeah. That's where. Yeah. That's the big gold thing
lives.
in the middle. Yeah.
God's little birdhouse.
Yes, that's God's birdhouse. That's exactly right. That's for the Holy Spirit. That's where he lands when he comes for church. Yeah. That's it. He needs to play shy, so he needs the doors so he can close them if he's feeling self-conscious that day.
I would love it if somebody opened those doors up and their face melted like Indiana Jones, like in that fucking Nazi guy's face.
And then the two altar boys come from the sides of the altar with one sleeve over their face, and they just shut the gold doors.
Like it happens on a weekly basis.
We're used to this. It's the sacrificial Eucharistic minister.
Someone in the back runs against the chimes, runs their finger along. The mystery of faith.
We don't get it, but we stay away from it.
We just know God demands that it have a little birdhouse in there, and don't open it.
We don't understand how it works. We just made it. We don't get it. We just followed the instructions.
You saw what happened to the guy who got close to it?
Let me tell you what.
We keep a wide berth from this thing.
The IKEA in heaven only has one thing in the catalog, and it's this. It's terrifying.
Imagine trying to build this with your significant other.
Woo. They don't give you the tools either. That's the hardest part. It's all kind of like angel metric wrenches
and shit. We don't know. There's all these 1/52. I don't know what that is. I don't know that fraction.
What is it? Millimeters. There's one in millimeters. Why?
God doesn't discriminate.
Nope. God loves
you had to go
metric and standard.
You had to go build a tower close to heven. And therefore, we got all kinds of languages. I understand them all.
You know what? Now y'all are going to measure things different. How about
Idiots.
that?
Fucking dumbasses. What did I tell you about
good
disobeying me?
Good luck getting to space, you dummies.
Now your escape velocity is really high.
That's right.
All right? It's real tough to get out there.
Good luck calculating things. Well, I'll tell you who else had trouble calculating things. Debit cards and other personal items from multiple burglary and theft victims were found in the purse of a woman accused in a recent alleged hijacking.
Okay.
Or carjacking, rather.
Couldn't stop stealing stuff, it looks like.
Couldn't.
Just kept on getting bigger and bigger.
We're down here in, obviously, our one of our favorite places here in Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Of course. According to the sheriff's office, deputies were alerted to the carjacking, which happened behind the Publix grocery store in Lake Park around 12:30 p.m. on a Saturday. So just a little bit after lunchtime. Okay. That's going to become important in a minute. According to the report, within minutes, a deputy reported spotting the stolen vehicle and pulled it over less than 2 miles from the original crime scene. The purse belonged to the driver, okay? Nakaiya Aklin. That's Nakaiya. Nakaiya Aklin. All right. Aklin. Who was the only person in the vehicle at the time and the one who suspected of stealing the vehicle itself, according to the probable cause affidavit. So, in addition to the credit cards, the deputies found another person's driver's license and 5 smartphones. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say that this was a pretty valid conclusion to make, that most of the shit was stolen.
Something's going wrong here. So, in the affidavit, deputies linked all 3 names on the debit cards that were found in the victims of the crimes that had occurred over the past months. One victim reported her vehicle was stolen on April 1st. Yeah, right. The same day, the second victim.
They didn't investigate that one.
Like, yeah,
good try.
And they hang up on her. So one victim reported her vehicle stolen. The same day. The second victim told police and her purse had been stolen. The latter crime happened the same spot as the carjacking. And that's what led to Acklin's arrest. Just keeps
that cop is getting a week's worth of cases.
Oh, you know,
closed in one fell swoop.
It's like, guess what?
He's having the best day ever. Like, damn, dude, my whole week just freed right up.
The 85-year-old victim in the midday carjacking told investigators prior to the incident he had solicited the woman for sex.
Oh boy. Okay, I went from pity.
Yeah.
I went from sympathy. I was like, oh, this poor old man.
In the middle of the day. Yeah. So just
I really just wanted to fuck this bitch, but she stole my fucking car. How am I gonna get around? I don't see a rascal.
And all 5 of my cell phones. So he said that they had just finished before she took the vehicle.
So she's hooking out there too?
So
or he's lying.
Well, no, he apparently in it, the deputies note that the victim was initially reluctant to press charges because he was ashamed and wanted to talk to his daughter.
Wait. Who's his daughter?
The guy, the old guy.
I'm lost. Totally lost.
So okay, all right, let's do it again.
Who's who?
So
I feel like I'm playing a game of Guess Who.
So the lady who stole the car.
Yeah.
Right. She fucked the guy in the car and then stole the car that he had solicited her
from him.
And, right. And he was embarrassed to go to the police about it initially because he wanted to talk to his daughter about all of this first, as far as what he should do.
Okay.
Because he felt embarrassed.
Okay, so sorry, the daughter thing snuck up on me, and then I started drawing a conclusion that this woman who was the thief was his daughter.
Yeah, no.
And then I was like, oh no.
He didn't want to press charges because he wanted to talk to his daughter first to say, listen, you're going to hear some stuff about me fucking a lady in the Publix parking lot, and then she stole my car. You know,
your mother's been dead for 14 years. Mom's right there. She's been dead in bed, is what I'm trying to say.
I told her after she burnt the pork chops again, she's dead to me.
You're done.
That's right.
You keep making those pork chops, but I won't talk to you anymore.
I'm going to Publix for lunch every day for the rest of our lives. And dessert. But I'm not going to tell you what that means. So the deputy then asked the lead deputy in the case to arrest the victim for driving without a license, ending a sworn recorded statement from Woodbury, I guess, is one of the officers. Anyhow, so deputies also cited body cam footage from one of the deputies who spoke with Acklin, and they said that the victim had sex, and the reason that she had his vehicle was because he asked her to get him, quote, a dime of dope, according to an affidavit.
A dime of dope, huh?
The victim denied using any drugs. So
he's pretty much, even if he did want a dime,
you know, we're in a this is it.
Then he got off scot-free here.
He's having
just
a
little
good day.
Public humiliation.
You know, a little Publix humiliation is what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you who didn't get off scot-free.
Oh Lord,
a cosmetic procedure known as a vampire facial. You've done it again, Matt. You've pulled
a pirate facial.
Pulled the story.
Vampire facial. I don't like the name of this one at all.
Now that you've said it, I love it. So I didn't think about that. Which is rare. A cosmetic procedure known as a vampire facial is considered to be a more affordable and less invasive option than getting a facelift.
Your whole skin off your face.
Right, this is the process.
This doesn't look good at all.
But the process, of course, can be a serious health hazard if it's done in unsanitary conditions.
I'd say that's like
right?
the case with any medical procedure being
well,
done, cosmetic or otherwise.
Yeah, well, that proved to be the case for 3 women.
Oh no,
who likely contracted HIV.
Oh my
from
God!
receiving vampire facials in New Mexico.
God. Oh my God!
At an unlicensed spa.
Oh, dude.
There you go. Making the first known cases of the virus being transmitted during cosmetic procedures, according to
Holy shit.
So there you go.
Cosmetology degree.
So what it looks like is that they're putting blood all over your face, and then they're using like a bunch of spikes from a cowboy boot to,
She looks like,
make you younger.
Oh my God.
Well, during a vampire facial, a person's blood is drawn from their arm and the platelets are separated out and applied to the patient's face using microneedling.
She looks like she took a full load of the Kool-Aid Man's jizz to her right to the kisser.
She really does.
Boom.
Looks like she had like maybe some kiwis over the eyes and did a face plant.
Yeah.
Right into the floor or a cheese grater. So it's the platelets are separated out and applied to the patient's face using microneedles, according to the Skin Clinic. The procedure, also called platelet-rich plasma or PRP, is touted by proponents as helping to reduce pore size, fine lines, as well as rejuvenating the skin. Okay, so multiple people with no known risk factors for HIV, however, were infected with the virus, most likely through these vampire facials since closed facility.
That is some of the worst fucking shit. I hope that there's like a massive lawsuit
I'm
incoming.
sure it's going to be.
Because that is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Fortunately, in modern society, modern day,
right,
HIV, there's some drugs that like make it, that kind of bring it down to the point where it's not even detectable anymore.
Right.
Which manages it, I guess, pretty well. Like, so that it's not like a total death sentence the way it used to be.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely not. No,
it's manageable, but holy fuck, I don't want it.
Fuck no, it's and the medication and everything like that. Oh my God,
expenses of it.
Yeah,
holy shit,
it's crazy.
It's a horrible thing.
Oh
to,
my God,
to transmit
a whole
to someone.
big thing. Well, those who've had the cosmetic procedures include Kim Kardashian.
I'll tell you why it happened. He's got the hole in his glove. See?
That's right. That's right where it came through.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian had it. Who posted an image of her bloody face after undergoing the process in 2013. She has since come out against the procedure. People considering injections for medical or cosmetic reasons are urged to ask whether a provider, clinic, or spa is licensed and trained, and if any of the products involved are FDA approved and purchased from a reliable source.
Go to your GP. Go get a GP first of all.
That's right.
And have them refer.
That's
you
right.
to whatever this bullshit.
Whatever
might be.
you want to do.
Okay.
Check the paperwork. Look it up. Don't just read it and say, "Okay, looks good to me." Look up the number. Call somebody. Tell them, "Please help me. Help me." They're covering my face in my own blood. I hope.
That's so bloody.
Yeah. So what was happening at these other facilities, these unlicensed spas, is that they were taking the blood platelets that were already separated from other blood and using them because they didn't have the necessary machinery to do the process. So there you go.
Sucking blood off of one person.
Let me tell you what, we're having steaks
somebody else
every day for lunch. We're draining them fresh, and we're just going to use that blood. That'll work
just
fine.
use this blood.
Who cares? Who cares? So
it's blood, ain't it?
It's blood, ain't it? Drink it. And I'll tell you,
holy fuck, that's horrific.
Who also got drained? Okay,
oh, no.
This is I debated this one, but we're going to do it anyway.
All right, yeah, let's go.
A manhunt who is for the individual who robbed an Ohio bank at gunpoint earlier this week ended with the arrest of a surprising suspect.
Is it that big of a surprise? She looks exactly the same in the middle picture.
Like it's an old lady.
Yeah. You can't tell it's an old lady from the pictures on the side. Holy shit!
You're missing the point.
This is not CCTV footage from the bank.
It is. It is.
Oh, it is.
But what I'm saying is that they're saying that it's strange that an old lady is the bank robber. Seldom are old ladies the bank robber.
Oh, it's not that they've identified her
and
they go,
that the cops report
love as she's like an old lady that you just had no idea.
It's not that the cops have been pouring over the CCTV footage.
God, who could this be?
I don't know how old this
is it a
person
wig?
is.
Are they wearing a bodysuit? What
is
is
it a woman?
this?
Is it a man? We don't know what's going on.
It could be anyone.
Well, Ann Mayer, 74, allegedly told investigators at the Fairfield Township Police that she was the person who walked into the R Group Financial Credit Union Bank and demanded a teller turn over some of the bank's cash while brandishing a gun. Body cam footage taken from the time of her arrest shows that it only took Mayers a few seconds to allegedly confess, as she immediately told the arresting officers, "I did whatever you're here for." So
I did it.
Seems like she's going into fugue states to me.
Whatever you,
or she's a werewolf. Whatever happened, I did it.
I've been in a lot of trouble and I never knew
Let
why,
me
but
tell
I
you
did
what.
know it was me.
The hair stays tall for a reason.
I'm a were-robber.
That's right. I'm a were-robber. That's right. I just, every time there's the moon comes out during the daytime.
Yep. You see that full moon out? I get all of a sudden there's a gun in my pocket. I'm standing in front of a teller.
It just grows there.
Hand me the cash.
It comes out of my hip bone. It's incredibly painful. Yeah, it's incredibly painful. Yeah. Lots of yowling.
Once a month, she grows a gun out of her hip.
Well, the officers then asked Mayers to be more specific, at which time the footage shows her saying the robbery. Police have now charged her with 1 count of aggravated robbery, deadly weapon, and 1 count of tampering with evidence, according to the warrant. The second charge stems from her decision to toss her clothing out of the car window while making her way home after the robbery.
Who the fuck disrobes and chucks their shit out of the
on the
car
road while you're driving?
As if like you couldn't put that in your trash that goes down for a week.
Right.
Like they didn't catch up to her for a couple days, I don't think, right?
No. Well, I'm not sure, but we haven't got to that part yet. If they do address that part, I'm not sure.
Also, you can't. Who cares if you burn your clothes or throw them out the window?
Oh, it was about a week. They said earlier this week.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
last week, which is when this is from. But
dude, what the motherfucking?
So if convicted, she could face up to 15 years in prison. Okay.
She don't care. She's 74.
In the end, she walked away with $500 from her bank heist.
That is absolutely terrible.
Really,
pitiful.
Juan says looks like Anne Ramsey from the Goonies. Mama Francis' sister. Do you know her name's not Mama Francis? We call her Mama Francis all the time. Francis is the son. Fratelli is her name.
Oh, Fratelli. Yeah. Oh, I don't even make the distinction.
We do that all the time.
My brain's just like...
I was talking to somebody the other day, and I realized what I said, and I was like, wait a minute, that's not what her name is.
Tomato.
Whatever, who cares?
I say whatever I want.
That's all I say. So her family... Mayer, let's see hold on. Let me see where we left off here. The septuagenarian is currently in the custody of the Butler County Jail and will likely stay there unless she can post the $10,000 or $100,000 bail
for $500. She
couldn't
even steal. That wasn't even a fucking fraction of the money that it costs just to bail her out.
So you ready for this? This is part of the reason why I almost didn't include it. Mayers has no criminal record, according to police, who said she decided to break the law after falling victim to an online scammer.
Oh,
Sergeant Brandon McCroskey of the FTB.
So
PD,
she couldn't get a hold of the gift cards that they wanted her to send.
Sorry,
and she's like,
I'm
gonna
rob those at the bank.
I'm gonna rob a bank because they've pressured me into this. This is wow, okay. This is getting deeper.
It's getting deeper. So they said that after the arrest, that Mayers had recently been scammed by an individual claiming to need money for U.S. Customs. She also allegedly told a family member about possibly robbing a bank in the week before the incident. The family members didn't take her seriously when she said that. But she also owed her sister $5,000 and another friend $65,000 after the two women supplied her with loans.
What the fuck?
So
this is almost as bad as the priest.
Yeah, things aren't great. So in that aspect, some may see her as a victim. Unfortunately, Anne chose to victimize several others at the bank while robbing it.
Did she pistol whip them?
Yeah, no, well, that's it. So
she went down the row of all the tellers, just pistol whipping each one of them.
Everybody line up.
Give me each 5 of you. Give me $100.
That's right. Stick your chin out.
Bam.
Give me the money. So she's now in jail, awaiting her first court appearance, and has applied for indigent status. No, that's not right.
What?
Indigent status.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So claiming that she cannot afford a lawyer for her defense. So there you go.
Baby.
That's it. It's all about understanding that you win some, you lose some.
Don't let online scammers tell you.
Don't
anybody online.
Listen.
Okay, if someone doesn't show up at your house,
yes,
and make demands,
Right.
which also you should be skeptical of, but from some official capacity.
Don't buy anything until tomorrow. At the earliest.
Tomorrow.
Wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow's enough time for you to think about it. Tomorrow's enough time for you to research it. Tomorrow's enough time for you to happen to mention it to somebody who says, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to go and rob a bank?
You owe me $65,000.
$65,000. You better go rob a bank.
You better rob 6 of them.
That's right.
All right.
65,000 banks. Get $1 each. They'll never catch
Not
you.
that bad.
That's it. You get really good at it by the time you get close to the end.
Yeah, by the 65,000.
God.
65,000. Jesus.
So,
God damn, dude. That is just this 70-some-year-old woman, just her back is against the wall.
Yep, 74.
Couldn't even rob the bank well. But what a mystery it was looking at this footage. Like, boy, she just went in like it was COVID.
Yeah, well, and that's like you said. You called it way back at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it.
this
you
was
knew. You caught once again. Not only did you have the vampire thing down, but
I
a
know.
long time ago,
I always know the news.
you
baby.
saw Ann Mayers
I
coming
can
from
see
a
it.
mile away.
I'm like, yes. Anne Rand.
Ann Ramsey.
Anne Ramsey. Anne
Yes.
Rand. I was prophetically
Anne
envisioning
Rand.
the way that our economy would fall apart.
Just like Ram Jam.
Ram Jam. Oh, Black Betty. Ram Lam. Oh, Black Betty. Ram Lam.
I'll tell you what.
$5, $100,000 in my hands.
And I'll tell you what, we're going to put in your hands at the end of this episode.
That's right. It's girthy.
That's right. And let me tell you what, and it doesn't like to play Pokemon Go. Sorry.
Close your eyes.
And so we'll see you next time. Another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
That's it, folks.
That's all we got.
Wrap it up. Take it out.
Send it to the mail. Throw it in the trash.
Keep
recover
it away from the bank. And I don't know.
I think it's illegal what we do every week.
I hope so.
I feel like I'm a bank robber, robbing your
That's right.
your time, your
Robbing
precious
you
time.
of your joy. That's it. Well, everybody, that's it.
That's all we got. That's
what we got.
It's a slow week.
We were really pulling
We're
it there.
trying. They're just trying to
I'm ready for
squeeze as much as we can get out of this, out of our dumb lives.
ready for a nap now.
Ah, damn.
After all that,
Mhm.
but so I don't know what the fuck else is going on. So
Who's left?
Thanks everybody. We got 3 here. We got Juan, we got
Hey.
Allison, and the third, whoever
else we got.
the third is.
Well, whoever you are, I know we know you. and
That's
we
right. We
appreciate
know you,
being
and
here.
we appreciate you. And that was a song back in the 80s. Wrap it up. I'll take it.
Wrap it up. I'll take it.
There you go.
If you wrap it up.
If you wrap it up.
I'll take anything that's wrapped up.
That's what I say too.
Take it all.
Just cut it out. Just like who was that? Dave Coulier.
Oh,
Dave Coulier.
Oh my God, from Full House. That show fucking sucks.
We love you. Goodbye.
Not as bad as this show.